Testing, 1, 2. Testing, 1, 2. We are about to get started. Throughout the day, I'm going to make several announcements which have been requested to me. One is we all need to wear our masks in here today. I'm not sure the mask police are here, but they were yesterday, so the Oklahoma City powers that be would like you to wear your mask. They very much appreciate it. Thank you. Not sure if this goes to the barn. It is 9:01 on my watch, and Mr. Holloway has taken his new accustomed seating at the edge of the ring, so must be time to start. Can you hear me, Kenneth? Can you hear? We've been having some microphone issues, so we're going to kind of make sure they're alleviated. Sue Ann, can you hear from that position? Ron Cunningham, can you hear from that position? Should have known better than to ask a smart ass. Just for that, put your mask on. Good morning. Welcome to the first annual Cattlemen's Congress carload show for the Limousine breed. We're proud to have you all here. Our judge this morning is Mr. Jason Hoffman from Hoffman Ranch in Thetford, Nebraska. The Hoffmans run a 1,000-cow operation, seed stock cattle of Hereford, Angus, and Simmental cross, tie in some great commercial cattle. Jason and his wife Casey, Haxton, Kennedy, and Hayden all worked up there at Thetford. We're very pleased to have Jason with us. Those of you know, several years we've done the 3-judge system. Today, Jason is janitor and CEO, all of the judging committees. So he'll be, it's his deal. First class in the ring is Bruce Lawrence and family, Lawrence Family Limousine. This is Class 1, entry 50. You can say you were there. Lawrence family got their start in 1988. This is their 5th year in the Pin and Carload Show. The Lawrence family runs 250 registered Limousine cows and Limflex cows and market 60 to 80 bulls. They also run 100 commercial cows, have an extensive embryo program. They select cattle that stay strong in birth weight, weaning weight, and yearling weight, pay close attention to carcass traits, docility, and strive not to single trait select. Bruce is a member of the NALF board, served 2 terms on the Texas board, 2 terms as president of the Texas board, and currently serving on the Texas Limousine Association Board of Directors as ex officio. Limousine family is proud to, the Lawrence family Limousine is proud to market their bulls with Coyote Hills Ranch Bull Sale, this year occurring on March 13th, 2021. That sale consists of 100 bulls total, all black and polled. They also sell consignment sales in Texas, Oklahoma, and southern Oklahoma, and they stand behind all their bulls and help their customers find markets for their calves. Those of you who like the figures, and we all do, you can watch the screen up there. The average weight of this pen is 1647. The average weight per day of age is 3.45. First bull in the ring was 9137G. The second bull was 9130G. And the third bull was 9126G. You all are blessed with lots of information in your catalogs. I'm not going to read it all to you. Once again, we're pleased to have you here. Pleased that you're all wearing your mask. This is a necessary thing for the next day or two. Currently in the ring, Lawrence family Limousine. Lawrence family was
really good pen of bulls here to start with. An exceptional individual come in first, but I think it was followed up with bulls that follow them in type and kind. Like the testicles on these bulls, love the structure in these cattle. There's a lot of flexibility in what you can do with these cattle, but for older fall bulls, really admire the condition they're in and how they travel and just the overall structural quality of these cattle. Like I say, they got a lot of added look. There might be some they got a lot of added ways at this age, but I think these bulls got plenty. You can tell that through their testicle size, but love the structure and just the outline. Love the structure. Exceptional pin, 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 just the outline.
First place in Class 1 goes to Lawrence family Limousine. In Class 1 see those bulls Lawrence family Limousine. Champion Class 1 see those bulls Lawrence family Limousine. Now entering the ring. Attack 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 Limousine. Now entering the ring. First bull in the ring. First bull in the ring. 009H. First bull in the ring. 009H in your program. Attack heavyweight. 009H in your program. Attack heavyweight. 009H in your program. This pin of January bulls has an average weight of 1150. Has an average weight per day of age of 3.28. 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 Second bull in was 015H. Second bull in was third bull entering the ring. 5H. Second bull in is 000H. 000. Attack Limousine started using Limousine bulls in 1983. Let's give them a start with a large round of applause. This is their first year coming to the Pin and Carload show. Attack Limousine prides itself on staying fresh with elite genetics, choose to build their herd with strong cow families, and prioritize on soundness with top-end production. Cattle are selected for structure and soundness, strong EPDs, docility, and pedigree. All bulls are sold online through L365 auctions and by private treaty. All bulls semen tested, guaranteed. They'll provide assistance with any problems with their bull customers, and having great customer service and making sure the buyers are completely satisfied is a top priority. Attack Limousine was selected by Magnus Land and Cattle as their producer of the year in January of 2019. Don't miss the Attack sale this year, Elite Fleet Mount sale online, January 21st. And online bulls are February 24th. Come anytime to Avon, Illinois, and view the bulls. One of these bulls turns your fancy, you can buy him today also. So get with Adam. I haven't seen Andy and Tammy. I don't think they're with us. I think they sent Adam and Janelle and their family to handle this year. Once again, the average weight was 1150. Or average weight was 1150 with a WDA of 3.2.
Another really nice pen of bulls here. I really like how well these bulls fit together in terms of consistency and frame and condition. Just a really neat pattern to these bulls. They're rugged. They got a tremendous amount of use to them. They're very efficient looking cattle. I see a lot of quality here as well, but I bet this outfit back home has a set of cows that fit together extremely well, represented by these bulls because they're all the same type and kind. Really efficient, very practical cattle.
Thank you, Jason. They would have been, of course, the class winners in Class 2, also Division 4, Limflex champion. We'll bring all those back when we do our Limflex champion. Now entering the ring, Wolf Cattle. First bull in the ring, 4107. 4107 is first. Second bull in the ring, 7056. 7056. Wolf Cattle is no stranger to the Pin and Carload show. They started breeding Limousine cattle in 1970. This is their 41st year in the Pin and Carload show. They feel it's important to have a vested interest in all segments of the cattle industry, from seed stock to commercial producer, backgrounding to feedlot, packer to consumer. Calve out about 2,800 cows annually with an extensive AI program as well as an embryo transplant program, transplanting about 450 embryos a year. Third bull in the ring, 4081. 4081. Average weight on this pin was 1150. No, excuse me. Average weight was 1223 with a weight per day of age at 3.72. Wolf Cattle is a diversified beef operation headquartered in Morris. The cattle are all housed at Sandy Ridge Ranch in Atkinson, Nebraska. They feed about 100,000 head of Limousine cross cattle each year in their feedlots in Nebraska, South Dakota, and Minnesota, with many custom lots. Many of these feeder calves they buy back from their bull customers. Wolf cattle is also intensively involved with the dairy industry and provide many sires to the industry that produce more valuable feeder calves from dairy cows. In their dairy program, which is called Breeding to Feeding, produces what have been named beef builders. Wolf cattle, Limousin and Limflex sired calves from dairy cows. They're working closely with several branded beef programs and a steady supplier of premium source and age-verified NHTC cattle and natural cattle to the domestic and export market. The Wolf cattle program is built around producing commercial bulls, breeding the balance of all traits economically important in beef production, conception to rail. Keeping a balance of both performance and maternal traits with never losing sight of what Limousin cattle do best, making Limousin cattle the carcass breed. While collecting carcass data for 40 years, they are selecting for docility, efficiency, ribeye area, yield grade, and marbling. Their 33rd sale will be Thursday, April 8th, and is an online-only event hosted by DV Auction and Superior Auction.
Another nice entry here, these red bulls. Boy, you really get drawn to them. I'm still a fan of the red-hided Limmy influenced cattle, and these bulls really got a lot of shape, their composition. They got some real muscle in them, just very shapely cattle. You can see a lot of value in these cattle all the way to the rail. Very, very useful cattle. We'll take a look at them again here in this class.
Thank you, Mr. Hoffman. Weight per day of age on the wolf cattle was 1223, 3.72. Entry before that was 1150 and 3.28. Now showing for Division 4, Champion Limflex pin. This is the attack pin. The wolf pin is the reds. That's how you keep them separated down there. The reds and the blacks, attack and wolf. Also in the ring today with the Wolf Bulls is our recently named Herdsman of the Year, Mr. Wiley Fana, causing his dad to get demoted to Assistant Herdsman of the Year.
Really good representation for both ranches here when they bring their bulls back out. A lot of give and take in these bulls. The first entry here, these black bulls, I like their practicality and how well they fit together. They look like they're really efficient type of cattle in terms of doing ability. They're moderate frame cattle. They got some depth of rib to them. They're pretty sound when they get to moving. A little bit of give and take there on testicular development. I'd maybe like to just put a little better foot and pasturing in one or two of those bulls, but I think they're awfully good. The red pin there's the big high-performing pin. They're very shapely cattle. They got a lot of muscle and shape to them. I'd like to give them some benefits in terms of structure and foot quality, but I think just in terms of performance and raw cattle that got a tremendous amount of shape and muscle and just overall growth. We're going to use this red pin to win the class with a close second here. Two very different types of cattle, but in terms of performance and length and ruggedness, we'll go ahead and use these Red Bulls to win.
Your Division 4 Limflex champions, entry number 52. Entry 52 shown by Wolf Cattle of Morris, Minnesota and Atkinson, Nebraska. Your Reserve Division 4 Limflex pin, entry 51, shown by Attack Limousine of Avon, Illinois. Let's give these guys a big round of applause for getting up early and being one of the first pins through the Oklahoma City Cattlemen's Congress. Now entering the ring, class number 3, Division 5 Limflex. This is the Hunt Limousine Ranch of Oxford. First bull in was at bull 85. Bull 85, first bull in. Average weight on this pin is 1232, WDA of 3.79. $12.32 and 3.79. Second bull in the ring was entry 55H, Hunt 55H. And third bull here coming now, Hunt Hurricane 92H. 92H, third bull in the ring. I usually get more time to do all my paperwork. Hunt Limousine from Oxford, Nebraska. Charlie, Nancy, Dan, Melinda, and Jenna, and Adeline, and Houston Hunt. Charlie bought his first limousine bull in 1979. I got to take that bull's picture, didn't I, Charlie? King Tut was one of the first black-polled limousine bulls in the country. They first displayed cattle in front of the stock exchange in 1981. They're a family-owned and family-operated diversified ranching operation outside of Oxford, Nebraska. Females on the Hunt Ranch work for a living. They graze buffalo grass in the summer and corn stalks in the winter. Calves are not creep-fed, showing which females are good mamas, producing the most pounds of beef on their own. The Hunt family farms around 2,500 acres of cropland, raising corn, soybeans, wheat, and alfalfa. They then managed close to 5,000 acres of pasture. Their selection priorities, first and foremost, are disposition, followed by performance, calving ease, all traits their commercial bull customers make money by. I'll give you more when we come back for champion.
Nice, really, really good entry here. You know, we exhibit some pins of cattle and stuff too, but you probably don't ever look at it from the outside as much as you should. And I think this is why pin cattle were designed, to bring in three bulls look this much alike. I think it's nice to have this perspective, because sometimes when you're selecting your pins and things like that at home, you just target the herd bulls, and maybe for us personally let some uniformity slide. But I really appreciate the uniformity in these cattle. I like the shape of them. I like the way they are in terms of their composition. I think they've been fed appropriate. They're good on their feet and legs, and testicles look good. Tons of shape to them. Very useful cattle. Excellent representation. And I think, you know, you see pins like this, and we've seen some good pins before them too, but it really puts a lot more meaning in why people take the time to exhibit pin cattle here. And I know we're not going to see a lot of numbers today, but you just got to keep in mind when things do really get back to rolling, this is the type and kind of uniformity I think that really kind of hits you as a judge. And like I say, it's a different perspective than it is as an exhibitor.
Most importantly on that pin, they sell on January 14th on L365 auction online. Those of you keeping track in your program, entry number 54 is a scratch. They will not run today. Entry 55 now enters the ring. Bruce Lawrence. Sorry. First bull in the ring, 0087. 0087 is first. Thank you. Second bull in the ring, 0095. And third bull in the ring, 0090H. 0090H. The Lawrence pin is quite a little younger here, so don't let your eyes get ahead of you. 862-pound average weight, but a 3.72 weight per day of age. Nice set of May calves from Lawrence Family Limousine of Anton, Texas. Lawrence's sell with Coyote Hills in March. Various consignment sales throughout the state of Texas and Oklahoma. Private treaty is not turned down either. We're going to do your people's choice all at the end. So mark your ballots, get your minds in ease, but we're going to do people's choice all at the end.
Another really nice, useful set of bulls that blend together extremely well. There's a really good individual in here, and you know, time's going to be these bulls' friends. And here this spring, they're going to see a tremendous amount of development as they come into some more testosterone and just some more masculinity is about all these bulls lack, and that's just a matter of time. Very useful on their feet and legs. Got some testicular shape here for May calves. Just very, very useful pin. And like that last pin, you know, it's refreshing to come out here and see how these pins are put together and why they're designed the way they are, because they fit together so extremely well. Another exceptionally good pin of bulls. You know, and people and breeders, it's nice when you can come down here and see all these herd bull prospects brought before you. There's not going to be a lot of them today, but a tremendous amount of quality and another exceptionally good pin.
Thank you, Judge Hoffman. Our judge today is Jason Hoffman from Hoffman Thedford, Nebraska. Hoffman's run a 1,000-cow operation of Hereford, Angus, Simmental Cross seed stock, and then commercial cattle along with it. Jason and his wife Casey manage that ranch and have done an excellent job, I'm sure you all have noticed from the sale reports, for several years. What we're going to do here on Champion Limflex pin is bring your pins back and tie them to the rail, is what I've been told, and Judge Hoffman will go through and work them over. First pin in will be Lawrence Family Limousine of Anton, Texas, with their Class 1 and Division 3. Second pin in will be the Red Bulls of Wolf's, entry 52. Lawrence's are making sure they got enough holders for both of their pins. Here's your senior pin, Class 1. Entry 50. Wolf Limousine, you need to be next. Mr. Herdsman of the Year. On that first pin, average weight was 1647. Average weight, the weight per day of age was 3.45. Owned by Lawrence Family Limousine of Anton, Texas. A little different schedule for all of our pin and carload boys. They're used to a little more space in between having to come back, so we've got the barn rented for all day. We'll try and be done by 5 this evening. Second pin in the ring, entry number 52. Average weight per day of age, I still don't see it up there. 1223 on average weight, 3.72. Oh, I was looking below it. Third pin in the ring was the Hunt Limousine pin with a 1232 weight on them. 3.79. And your fourth pin, entry number 55, Lawrence Family Limousine, average weight of 862 with a WDA of 3.72. While the judge is working on them, let's also give a big round of applause to the NALF staff, Mark and Tammy, all the staff. They've worked their hearts out this year on a first show a long ways from home. Let's give them a big round of applause for everything they've done for us this week. Once again, mark your LimFlex People's Choice now, but we'll do all that at the end.
Well, didn't see a lot of numbers here today, but isn't it nice to be able to get out here and do something like this? And you as exhibitors should be proud, and you as breeders in the stands. I know there isn't maybe going to be a huge turnout as far as spectators. These pin shows are catered for the traffic of people that come through these livestock shows, and the breeders bring their best or what they think are the best, and that'll fit together, and they're excellent representations of their programs, and I think that deserves a lot of respect. As we're exhibitors here this week too, and I think it's very important that we thank the people that help put these show on and making something happen, because I'll be real honest, until I got here, I don't think I understood how important these shows were to all of us. And, you know, when they first announced that they were going to cancel Denver for the year, I wasn't that tore up about it. I thought all the things I could do at home and the places and things I could do and the ways I could get ahead for our upcoming bull sale and calving and things like that, probably like most of you. But as I got here, I realized how important it is, and judging out here your guys' representation of bulls, it spoke even louder on the importance of being able to bring these cattle to town and exhibit and see mutual breeders and be able to have that one-on-one contact that you can't have through a FaceTime or any type of technology we have. This is what's important, and it's important that we're all here as exhibitors, and you get to be around like-minded people and support one another, and the positive influence it can have on some of our nation's struggles and stuff is, I thought, really been brought forth this week as we're around the same type of people that we like to be around day in and day out. Excellent pens of cattle here. I think they represent everybody's program extremely well, and you look at these bulls and you try and guess a little bit of what the outfit's cow herd would look like, and the way every one of these 4 pens fit together, I think we really see that. And the second place pen to the Red Bulls was extremely useful. They're very practical cattle, and they just got so much good to them. I think when you get out here and judge, you forget what it's like and how important it is for these pen shows to exist. But the pen I like best today is these fall bulls down here that were our first entry. I think they fit together so good. I do think there is an exceptional individual in there, but I don't think the other 2 bulls let him down by very much. I think that's a really good pen that fits together extremely good, and they'll be your champion. For reserve, there's some give and take in some bulls. These 2 middle pens I see a lot of value in, I see a lot of use in, but it's awfully hard to deny these Red Bulls in terms of performance and shape and all that muscle expression. And, you know, that's what your breed was built on, and I think that's the importance. You can see shapely type feeder cattle out of these Red Bulls, and I think that's extremely important, and it's a huge purpose for the Limousin breed to go on with, too. I like the muscle pattern in these cattle. As all, we all have things we need to work on, and we need to keep structural integrity in mind, but these Red Bulls are so big and high-performing and so chock full of muscle, they'll be reserved. Excellent representation of your guys' breed.
Oh, and the Reds, thank you. Your champion pen goes to Lawrence Family Limousine, continuing their good week at the Cattlemen's Congress. Entry number 50, Bruce Lawrence and family from Anton, Texas. Your reserve pen is the Red Bulls of Wolf's, Wolf Cattle Company, Morris, Minnesota, and Atkinson, Nebraska, on entry number 52. They're counting your people's choice. We always kind of look over you, Judge, and make sure that, yeah. Yeah. We have Dominion Services working back here in the back. And NA counted and recounted and triple counted. People's choice, they agree with the judge. Entry number 50, from Anton, Texas, Lawrence Family Limousine. Bruce might want to stop and buy a new trailer to haul all his winnings home in. We're going to take a small little, not really a break, but just kind of a breathing spell before we go into the purebred pens. I am morally and financially obligated to remind you that we are all wearing masks around the ringside here at Oklahoma City. I wish to leave Oklahoma City without being thrown in jail, so I'm making my politically correct comments. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to remind you we are in a mask situation. Please wear your mask while you're down in the arena or up in the stands. We're in a Oklahoma City mask situation here, so please wear your mask. We're proud to have the pins that we have here, but many of them are owned by the same people that just finished, so we're kind of needing a little time to just sort our sorters. In our purebred show, we're going to get a judge, but I'm going to catch up on my announcing duties. 1, please make sure you wear your mask. 2, the first pin will be from Wolf Cattle. We got about halfway through their resume. Don't forget the Wolf Cattle 33rd Annual Opportunity Sale will be Thursday, April 8th, online only. So don't be going to Atkinson. There won't be anybody there. But you can come to Atkinson on the March the 30th and March the 31st for viewing the sale offering. 2 days to go through all the cattle, then give a call to any of the sales crew and they'll help you out if you want to buy on the 8th, which will be on Superior and DV. So enter your ring, first pin of purebreds, entry number 6, or class number 6, entry number 56. First bull, 4708. 4708. First bull from Wolf Cattle, Morris, Minnesota, Atkinson, Nebraska. Second bull, in order, 7358H. 7358H. Third bull, in order, 4785H. 4785H. We have an average weight on this pin of 1170, a WDA of 3.58. 3.58, average weight 1170. Pin from Wolf Cattle, Morris, Minnesota, Atkinson, Nebraska. This is the only entry in Division 4 Limousine Champions. Here's your entry from Wolf Cattle. On April the 8th, they'll be selling over 400 bulls and 30 females. Go to www.wolfcattle.com for updates and latest information. All cattle are sold fully guaranteed and sound breeders. Free trucking to Central Points. They also sell about 250 private treaty bulls if you catch yourself short. Here's Judge Hoffman.
To start, really good way to start the purebred bulls here. I like these bulls a lot, how they fit together. There's one that's stud in terms of muscle, but I think the other two aren't void of it by any means. They got a lot to them. Very good cattle. They got a lot of length to them. They're up-headed cattle. Just appreciate a lot of things about it. Love how well they fit together. Like I say, that one bull over there on the fence is so powerful and got so much muscle and top in him and bolt sprung. Just really good pin of bulls.
Thank you, Jason. For those of you keeping track in your program, entry 57 is a scratch. Entry 57 will not run today. Entry 58 will be your next pin in the ring. Coming to us from Simmons Brothers Limousine of Amherst, South Dakota. This is their 47th year participating in an independent carload show at either the National Western or the Cattle Congress. Let's give the Simmonses a round just for that. Simmons Brothers are no strangers to the limousine business. They run over 300 purebred limousine cows. They also feed between 1,000 and 2,000 head a year and farm over 1,700 acres of corn, beans, and alfalfa. They will buy, partner, or custom feed and market their bull customers' calves. Simmons' first bull in the ring was entry 322H. 322H was first. 528H was second. 528H was second. Third bull in the ring is 288H. 288H. Simmons Brothers likes to focus on a balance of performance, carcass, and maternal traits with moderate birth weights. Bulls are marketed every year through their annual production sale, which this year falls on the 25th of February. This will be their 41st annual sale. They also consign bulls to state and regional consignment sales and always have bulls available private treaty. Bulls are sold with an unconditional guarantee through their first breeding season, and they feed and develop the yearling bulls until delivered in May. John is a past president of the South Dakota Limousine Association and Heartland Board. Warren has also served on the NALF Board of Directors, past member of the South Dakota Limousine Association, and is vice president of the South Dakota Cattlemen's Association. Brad, who they leave home to do all the work, is chairman of the local township board. Thank you, Simmonses, for 47 years participating in the pin show. Entry in the ring had a average weight of 947, and a WDA of 3.37.
Really uniform pen of bulls here, young guys, but I think they got a tremendous amount of good to them. For as heavy muscled as these cattle are too, I like how soft-hided they are and how practical they are. Just very, very useful bulls. They really fit together good. I think their lead bull there is exceptionally good as well. Just a lot of meat and muscle and ruggedness. Really appreciate a lot of things about these cattle.
That was your Division 5 champion Limousine bulls. We're going to take a little time for the Simmons brothers to get their leaders moved from one side to the other. First bull in the ring out of class number 8 is entry number 59, Simmons Brothers Limousine, Amherst. First bull is 311. 311H, 311, your first bull in the ring. Second bull in the ring, entry number 105, bull 105H, SYES headliner. Third bull in the ring, he's watched them all come through, entry number 65H. 65H from Simmons Brothers. Average weight on this pin, 1022. 1022 average weight, 3.72. 3.72 for your weight per day of age. Judge Hoffman.
They're a really good set of bulls here, very practical. They're liking their kind. Again, I like this lead bull here quite well. I just like that softness of body he's got and that fleshing ability matched with unparalleled muscle, and appreciate the length of this bull here and how much muscle he's got to him. Just a very good pen of bulls. They match their black bulls extremely well too. Like the testicular development here on these young bulls quite well. Just a very good pen of good rugged type of bulls that got a lot of merit.
So they will be your Division 6 champion bulls. We'll have a little leader switch out here and get everybody lined up back up. That pin, once again, was a 3.72 weight per day of age, 1,022 for your average weight. Those of you filling out ballots, you may start contemplating what you want to do on Breeder's Choice Champion Purebred pin. You've seen them all. Are you ready, Case? We're ready for you. First pin back in will be entry number 56 from Wolf Cattle, Morris, Minnesota, Atkinson, Nebraska. 1170 weight, 3.58 weight per day of age. Entry number 56. John needs to draft some holders. Any of you who'd like to help Simmons is grab a bull. Like always, Mark Anderson's ready to lend a hand. Tammy lends a hand. That's kind of now staff you've got, guys. If you need somebody to lead bulls around, they're kind of available to do whatever needs to be done. So. That's Simmons black pin is entry number 58. Entry 58 had an average weight of 947 and a WDA of 3.37. Then the Simmons red pin coming in the ring now had an average weight of 1022 and a WDA of 3.72. Be working on your People's Choice ballots. We have our counting machines all warmed up, ready to run. Flown in special overnight. Once again, our judge today has been Mr. Jason Hoffman of Hoffman Ranches, Thedford, Nebraska. The Hoffmans run 1,000 cows of Hereford, Angus, and Simmental cross seed stock cattle, along with a commercial operation. Jason has been lent to us today by his wife, Casey, and children, Haxton, Kennedy, and Hayden. Let's give Jason one big round of applause while he's working out here for helping us this morning and for his kind comments. We'd like to thank all of you for coming. This will be the last Limousine official event of the Cattlemen's Congress.
Another excellent representation of your breed here. These bulls sure got some power and some shape, some length, and a lot of quality to them. I just really appreciate how well these bulls fit together, and I think these guys have done an exceptional job of making these bulls uniform relative to their pins, and just outstanding individuals in each pin. But again, they're matched by awfully good bulls there with them too. But in this champion drive here, I'm going to use the big pin of red bulls down there, and then I'm going to follow with our young pin of red bulls down here for reserve. Exceptionally good cattle, very useful in their type and kind, but we'll keep the two red pins together.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you for everything you've done today. Appreciate it. Champion pin today will be, in the purebreds, will be entry number 56. Shown by Wolf Cattle of Morris, Minnesota, and Atkinson, Nebraska. Your reserve pin will be the other pin of reds on this end, which is Simmons Brothers Limousine of Amherst, South Dakota. Champion pin, entry 56, Wolf Cattle. Reserve pin, entry 59, Simmons Brothers Limousine. We'll tally the People's Choice. The judge and the crowd agreed 100%. Your People's Choice Purebred Bulls is entry number 56 from Wolf Cattle of Morris, Minnesota and Atkinson, Nebraska. Ladies and gentlemen, in the famous words of Rod Peterson, God willing, if the creek don't rise, we'll see you all here next year. Thank you for your attendance and for wearing your masks. Adios. Travel safe.